Welcome to our Certified Associate Python Programmer course. This is episode 1.5. It's going to be an easy and a fun one, like I hope you find all of our exercises. But anyways, this is on the name variable when we are working with modules. Let's check it out. What I've set up for us here is just what we had seen in the last episode. Notice I have a main.py file that does an import of our math tools. And then, of course, we have the actual My Math Tools module itself. And you can see that we did the addition and the multiplication functions. Well, now what I'm going to do is I am going to print an internal variable that is __name __. That's right. This is a variable that Python uses on a module by module basis. And let's go ahead and see what happens now that our module has this print name. What this is going to be very useful for is determining whether or not the module was imported or just run. Remember, we can just run a module. We don't have to import it. Let's go ahead and take a look at what happens when we do a file save of this modification and we run this module's py directly. So we're going to run the module. Notice what it did. It gave us the name variable's contents, and it's __main __. This is its way of showing you that, yeah, you just ran the module as if it was your main code. Interesting. So now you know what we're going to do. Let's go to the actual import of the My Math Tools. We're going to run this, and let's see what happens. It once again prints the contents of the name variable. And sure enough, this time it's the name of the module, My Math Tools. So what happens when we run the module's code outside of any, main code? Well, it tells us that we did that by saying, yeah, this was run as if it was main code. Notice if we actually do the import, the name variable will give you the name of your module. So think about it. We can use this to our advantage. Let me show you. What I've done is I've created for us another version of the My Math Tools function or module, I've created another version of this module, and it's going to be great for testing. Yeah, look at this. We define this add function. We define this multiply function. Then we do an if statement that says if the name is equal to main, we're testing this module. Thank you very much. And we'll go ahead and do a couple of tests of those two functions. How neat. And sure enough, if the name doesn't equal main, meaning the module was imported, well, there won't be any testing of the module. The module just does its thing. Yeah, so this is great that we can add this analysis of how this module was executed. And this will, in this case, allow us to do testing. Obviously, this is going to work just fine, right? Let's do a file save. Let's run it. And what happens? Sure. Because we ran it directly, this module, we are in a testing module phase. Now, if we go over to, let's see if I opened it yet. The my main2 document. Let me open that. And what this document's going to do, as you might guess, is it's going to call our new second version of the math tools and then use the functions that we've already tested. So I'm going to go ahead and run this module, and sure enough, it just does the calculations. We are no longer going to see the testing module syntax, and that's because we're running it as an import like we would do normally with a module. So there you have it, folks. Pretty simple, right? There is a name variable, specifically it's underscore underscore name underscore underscore, and this is so valuable with modules because this variable can tell us whether or not we're running the module alone by itself or we are doing it through the normal import type methodology. Thank you so much for joining me in this video, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.